Greetings! This is the Wizard Ozzie Bucco, and of course this is the Wizard Ozzie Bucco's Dungeon. This is the second video of a brand new show with the one and only, first time in the dungeon, Ironman Vinnie Blake. Now Ironman Vinnie Blake, where we left off in the first introductory video, where you saw Vinnie discuss golf, give some very valuable free advice, okay? So we started talking about Vinnie Blake's workout and why we call him Ironman Vinnie Blake. And if you don't know, watch the first video. But anyway, we're talking about training. And you initially used to do some powerlifting, like deadlifts and different things. And then you used to do standard popular strength training, bodybuilding type exercises. And what I'm trying to tell people, like a friend of my mom, yes, the Wizard does have a mother. I did not come in from the Andromeda galaxy, as some of you might think, even though it's not even though that's not a bad place to be from, the Andromeda galaxy, being that we're living in the end times and the planet Earth is going down the tubes, you know. But anyway, me mother, M-U-T-R, Mutter, has a friend who reads tea leaves named Fran. She's very much connected to new age things, you know, and psychics. I guess that's where the Wizard got his wizardry from. So anyway, she puts her grandson on the phone. Kid is 15. He's asking me all kinds of questions about working out. Of course, like most young guys, Ironman Vinnie Blake, he wants instant results overnight, push button results. He wants to be, I want to be like Mr. Olympia. The first thing I said to him, I said, listen, what are your genetics like? Because I don't care how much you train, I don't care how many hours you train, I don't care how much steroids you can afford to take. If you do not have the right genetics, which is if you're not at least 50% or more mesomorph, if you do not have a sufficient amount of fast twitch muscle fibers in your body that you're only born with, that's predetermined, you'll never look like a bodybuilder. You will never build the mass. If you're an ectomorph, which is the typical skinny as a rail, you know, long lanky arms and legs, you'll never get big. You might be great in martial arts, you might be a great marathon runner, you might be great in sprinting and pole vault, you know, jumping and things like that, doing track events, you know, sure. But you're not going to have a physique the way you want it. You know, if you're an endomorph, which is the typical roly-poly, you know, Eric Cartman of South Park, the beach ball shape, no neck, you know, round, and they will never achieve a muscular definition. Actually, you'll never see any muscle on them. You know, the typical cartoons that for the pizzeria box, you know, with the mushroom hat. You know. Anyway, these people will also not be Mr. Olympia. Now, if you're mesomorphic, like a total mesomorph, like let's say an Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lou Ferrigno, these guys, Lee Haney, Dorian Yates, the guy now, what's his name, Vince Coleman?
I don't really know anymore. I'm sorry.
But anyway, even though these guys were heavily on the juice, on the gimmick, as we say in the pro wrestling business, the gimmick, they are still mesomorphic because they're huge and they have the definition and everything and the muscle mass. I tried to explain it to this young man, and it took him a while for it to sink in.
But he'll probably still want to do the steroids.
But he's probably going to be, he sounded very nervous and antsy, and it sounds like the kid wants quick results. He don't want to train for years and do it the old-fashioned way, you know, and have real solid muscle that lasts until you dying day, you know, not like muscle from steroids where as soon as you go off it, you shrink and you shrivel, you know, like
dissolve.
Like I heard Tom Platz you know, got all sunken in, and
I think he's the one that had the garbage can thighs, they used to say,
the
right?
huge, humongous
Yeah.
thigh mass in his thighs. Yeah. Now a lot of
The
these,
36-inch thighs or something in the day.
yeah, and you know, and then not to mention all of the premature, unfortunate deaths of many professional wrestlers.
Not only that, look,
Young professional
look
wrestlers.
about Lyle Alzado.
Lyle Alzado had a tumor in the head,
Yeah.
and well, with the wrestlers, they're seeing. You know what? It's funny. You don't hear about early deaths due to drug abuse or steroid abuse from the old legends of sports. The old legends of sports, they got in the Hall of Fame, they had a great career, they retired, they ended up in the Hall of Fame, and they broke records, and they didn't have this drug problem. And now the kids are blaming it on, whoa, you don't know what it's like. We're always on the road. We're in and out of hotels. We're overbooked, which is true. I hear like Vince McMahon overbooks and runs everybody ragged completely. You know, they're totally shot because this guy's greedy. So he overbooks. He has events every week, and maybe, who knows? Maybe in the old days, the athletes, they had more compassion for them. Now it's all about business. The
Money. Making money.
bottom line. You didn't have. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right, Vinnie Blake. You didn't have the greedy, blood-sucking agents back then with the old legends. You know, you didn't have that like today. It was all about my agent wants more and more and more and more. You know, and then like with baseball, A-Rod gets a little boo-boo, and he goes on
He's out the DL
on
for
the
15
DL.
days.
Yeah, disabled list, and now he has time for.
Well, I think the DL, you automatically go on 15 days.
Right. Which means you could sit home and have all the Lady Gaga, Madonna, and all these glamorous ex-entertainers pay him a visit that want to date him, and now he's got plenty of time to fraternize. He's on the DL list. Alex Rodriguez. You know, I hear Lady Gaga forced her way into the locker room to see Alex Rodriguez.
I vaguely heard something about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And well, she heard that Madonna was with. Maybe Madonna called Gaga and said, "Hey, you know, hey Rod, I was in bed with him." Blah, 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 blah. And then the news got around Hollywood. Now all these chickie poos that are famous want a piece of Alex Rodriguez. Then you got the other guy, Derek Jeter. Every time I turn around, I see him doing a commercial. I mean, what about dedicating and focusing to the Yankees winning games? Forget about, you know, commercials. You know, I mean, I don't know. If I was Joe Girardi, I would say something about, you know, I said, you want to do commercials and you want to fool around with Lady Gaga, Goo Goo, whatever the hell it is, fine and dandy, but come time to show up for practice and train and win games, your ass better be ready. That's what I would say, you know. But anyway, this is the thing. It's all about the bottom line with today's young athletes. Now, getting back to the gym. Right now, you rejoin a different gym, and you're very happy with it.
Yeah, I love it.
It's great. We can mention the name.
Gold's.
Gold's. Everybody knows Gold's Gym. It's a mecca. It's a legendary name. Originally from, was it Venice Beach, California?
Yeah, I was at that one too.
Is that the Gold's that's also outdoors too?
Yeah, at that time I was out there like, 20 years ago when I was there. Yeah, and they did have an outdoor one and an indoor one.
How was Venice Beach? And
Oh God, I don't even, you know. I remember going down the strip.
It was a sleazy place? Or was
It
it
was
touristy?
It was just a lot of outside. I don't know what it's like anymore, but back then it was like a lot of outside
Street
vendors and
performance
stuff. Yeah, you know, it was good. It was good with the beach there. You know,
Yeah.
it was nice. But I didn't find it sleazy.
No.
Not at the time.
Yeah,
I
well,
was there.
Southern LA is very, usually the newest trends usually hit the West Coast before it arrives here in the Northeast.
But that at the time, that was
Open-minded.
just something I wanted to do, you know, because I was
Right.
into working out a lot at that time, and you know, and when you picked up a lot of the muscle fitness magazines or the Ironman magazine I used to get.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I wrote in the Ironman magazine about a leg workout, and they actually replied. They put my article in there in Ironman. Yeah.
They didn't give you
Yeah.
some goofball advice like eat more chicken legs?
No,
or
no,
something
no. They
for legs or-
did a routine and everything.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, but it was a routine similar to the routines geared for your average guy, not for juiced up professional body.
Exactly.
Like what is the one for the average man? What is it? Men's Fitness?
Yeah, Men's Health, I think.
Men's Health.
Men's Health.
It's a good magazine. The workouts are more geared towards people that are not on steroids and are not competitive bodybuilders. They're, you know, your average person that wants to look great and improve his physique and health and everything, which is good. And there's one for women too.
Women's Fitness, I think.
Women's Fitness.
Yeah.
I think they might be owned by Joe Weider also.
He's dead now, right?
He died?
Yeah, I think he
Joe
died.
Weider? He's not supposed to die. He's supposed to be the guru of.
No, the other guy's still alive. Jack LaLanne.
Oh, that guy. I think Jack LaLanne sleeps in a
The
vat.
dog's even still alive.
I think Jack LaLanne sleeps in a tank of formaldehyde or something. You know.
It's the juicer. His juicer.
There you go, juicing.
His juicer.
Jack LaLanne juicer. You know what?
Dude, do you remember the time when I was when I was with JP Madonna?
Yeah.
I used to juice a lot, and he said to me one time I was looking orange
From the beta carotene?
from all the carrots, and I was turning orange.
Listen, not just Jack LaLanne, Dr. Gary No, who is one of my heroes and mentors, probably the greatest health and holistic health guru in the universe. He's really big on juicing, and the reason being is that juicing is very much tied into detox, which is essential. And also, when you juice, you're juicing a raw vegetable or fruit, which means all of the live enzymes are intact. You're not destroying it by cooking it or whatever, and you're getting raw nutrients in a natural state, and you're getting the enzymes, which are live enzymes, which is the most important thing. Now with juicing, if you juice greens, like collard greens, kale, together with, you can throw whatever, a raw garlic clove, some raw ginger, celery, which is loaded with electrolytes, and you can throw an apple in there, whatever.
It was always best to throw an apple in to sweeten it up a little bit.
Yeah, but what I mean is these raw vegetables, especially the chlorophyll from, you know, like collard greens or kale or parsley, if that doesn't detoxify your colon, nothing will. I mean, that'll clean you right out. Good.
Yeah.
But you know what's actually a lot less expensive and easier than juicing is to just simply get one of Gary No's products, like Phyto Power or green stuff and red stuff. For you to if you to buy a juicer, okay, there's the cost of the juicer, and then you have to clean it. Then you have to buy the produce. Now, if you buy
It's very expensive.
if you buy organic produce, that's a lot of money. Where are you going to store all this produce? It took me 7 carrots to make 1 8-ounce glass of carrot juice. 7 organic carrots. If you have a root cellar or something, and you can get organic, like Patterson Markets is a great place to stock up.
Well, I had
Railroad Avenue.
my brother-in-law worked for a company, and I used to get 50-pound bags of carrots at a shot.
Oh wow!
But he had the big thick carrots. You know, they were like this long.
Big ass Bugs Bunny.
Oh, they were
monster
huge,
carrots.
and 2 of those would be more than enough for your
Yeah.
for a glass of carrot juice.
Well, I like to blend them. You know, like I thought carrot and celery was a delicious.
I used to do carrot and spinach a lot, and then one time when I went to give blood, my blood was so thick from all the iron in it. I was like, "Whoa!"
It was like grape jelly.
Oh man, yeah.
Now you know what'll build. You know
The guy even said to me, "What are you doing?"
You know what I bet's a great blood builder? Raw beets, juice raw beets with the greens. Well, we got to take a break.